Most businesses think the reason they can't grow is because they need more leads, more ads, and more marketing channels. But here's the reality, and I've learned this the hard way growing several 7- and 8-figure businesses, that it's usually not the top of the funnel that's broken. It's what happens immediately after the lead hits your sales process. This is where the leaks are, and these leaks are what's stopping you from scaling. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how we fix this in our sales process so we stop lighting ad dollars on fire and we could start finally making growth predictable. Hey, I'm Gavin, co-founder of Project Blue, and marketing inside your business is an amplifier. It's what allows you to get your message out there to the people. But if you don't have a proper sales process and a way to capture your leads and convert them into customers, you're gonna literally be burning your money, wasting your time and wasting your salespeople's time as well. And I wanna help you stop that. Because if you don't fix this problem, this is where a lot of people say, oh, Facebook ads are dead or Google no longer works as well as it used to, which could be the case for you inside your niche and your business. But again, if you don't fix this process, you're gonna have this problem no matter what marketing channel you go into. And the numbers don't lie. If your lead to conversation rate is sitting somewhere between 10 and 20%, that means you're spending a ton of money on leads that you never get the opportunity to even talk to. What you wanna do is help increase those conversation rates. So when those leads come into your process, you're able to actually talk to these people, have a conversation, and figure out, are they a qualified buyer for your product or service? This is what's gonna open the door to increase your appointment rates, because if I'm scheduling appointments with the people that are actually qualified, that means my sales team is gonna do a better job converting these people into actual customers. So what you wanna do, the first thing before you do anything else, is understand your funnel metrics, right? What is your lead to conversation rate? What is your appointment booking rate? What is your appointment held rate? And what is your appointment to close? These are the key metrics that you need to understand so that when you are analyzing which channels are working and what's giving you the best results, you know what the benchmarks are to helping you improve your business. So here's how you check these metrics that matter inside your sales process. First thing is lead to conversation rate. Look how many inbound leads you've gotten the last month. Divide that by how many actual replies or engagements you got from that leads. If you had 100 leads and say you only had 15 replies, people that engaged in that conversation, you have that 15% reply rate. And that's not what you want. You want to get that in the 40 to 60% reply rate. And it is possible. Next, you want to look at your conversations to appointments. How many people you were engaged into a conversation that actually led to a qualified appointment with your sales team inside your sales process? How many of the leads that you got that replied that actually booked a demo and showed up for that appointment? So look at how many conversations you had with those leads and how many of them actually booked a demo with your sales team. And that'll give you your conversation to appointment rate. Appointment show rate is pretty simple. How many of the people that booked a demo actually showed up to the appointment? Depending on your industry, you want to be in that 60 to 75% range or stick on the appointment to show rate. And then close rate. How many people showed up to the meeting that you actually presented your service to that you were able to close and turn into a customer? So if you understand these metrics inside your sales process, you know which parts are broken and what you need to focus on. Most people are focused at the end of their sales process. How many people I met with, how many can I close? And they think I just need more leads inside this process, which will equal more closes. But if you're spending money on leads and you're not getting them into the conversation, that is preventing your ability to scale as fast as you want to. So we like to start at that first. How many leads came in that I'm actually getting to reply or into a conversation so that I can take them through my entire sales process? So if you don't understand your sales process metrics, make sure you spend some time to stop and calculate each one of those metrics and find out where you sit. Are you on track where you need to be? Or are there some things that you could fix inside your sales process that will make your growth more predictable and allow you to scale faster? this is what hit me and my team pretty hard. We were paying, $65 a lead. Sometimes that would fluctuate depending on the channel and what was going on inside the ad space. And if you're running ads, you know what I mean? It would go from $65, maybe $150 a lead that engaged with us. And in our sales process, when I calculated the lead into conversation, we were getting somewhere between 10 and 20% of a conversation rate. So that means 80% of the leads that hit our bucket, we weren't engaging into a conversation. And of course, we were calling them as quickly as we could. We put them in an email sequence and drip, and we sent them a text message, right? All the things that you're supposed to do to get these leads to convert. And these weren't random people. They saw our ad, they clicked on it, they hit our landing page, engaged with the landing page, and filled out a form. These are supposed to be our qualified leads that hit our sales process that we should be talking to. These are the right people. But we realized it wasn't necessarily a lead problem, or maybe it was. We do need to add more leads and more channels. But the first thing we wanted to fix is not being able to engage with 80% of the leads that opted in. So how do we fix this problem? We had what we called the opt-out killer. The first thing that would happen when someone hit our sales process is we would send them a text. Hey, thanks for engaging with us. And right after that was a stop to unsubscribe or opt out of our messages. And we're telling our best leads to stop engaging with us. Well, guess what? People do. You tell them to stop or opt out, they will. They don't want to talk to a bot. They think this is, a scamming process. And what was the first thing our leads saw after they filled out our form was a message with good copy, right? Because these are the right people designed to start a conversation. But right underneath that was a reply to stop, to opt out of our message. So think about it. The first call to action this lead that hits our funnel is getting is we're telling them to stop. Don't talk to us. And guess what? People do. They think you're just an automated bot like everything else inside their process, and they're getting hit with so many different messages across multiple channels. They will stop. They will opt out, and you will lose that opportunity to communicate with that lead on one of the best channels. That one little word, stop, was sabotaging our entire sales funnel because that was the first engagement with these leads. So after analyzing everything, this was the first thing we needed to fix before we could scale our channels. We thought there must be a better way. What is a way that we could start a conversation automatically that doesn't look like spam, that's not telling our people to opt out or stop to unsubscribe from us, and get people into an actual conversation that felt like a human talking to a human? Because that's what I would want if I was a lead inside of a sales process, and that's what they want when they engage with your business. This is why we built Project Blue. We switched the conversation rate from 10 to 20% to 50 to 60%. Same lead, same copy, same process. The only difference was the iMessage and not having the opt-out language in our engagement process. So there is a better way, and here's why it works. The blue bubble actually gets delivered and actually gets read. You look like a friend communicating with a friend. You don't look like an automated bot system. There's no stop language, killing that first impression to engage with your business. And you're in more conversations, so you could find out, does this person qualify for our service? And does it make sense for us to meet with them, saving you a ton of time? And so you got more appointments. The more appointments you have means the more opportunities for sales. And once you fix this part of your process, you're able to spend more money on new channels so you could grow faster. So once you fix your conversation rate, you fix your scalability rate. So here's the growth flywheel you want inside your business. This is what should happen next. More conversations means more sales. More sales means more profit. More profit means you could put that back into the channels that are going to help you grow your business faster. This is the flywheel you want inside your marketing, that amplifier. You need to fix this part of your sales process so that you can scale to the business that you want. Most businesses stall because they don't have enough leads inside their business, because their process is broken. It's not enough conversations, not enough appointments, and not enough sales. Fix the lead process and everything else will be able to compound. Or you have more money to invest in the parts of your business or sales process that's broken. You could get SDRs, you could get better sales rep or better training inside your sales process. If you fix this part of your business, you have more money to throw at the other problems inside your business. I always want to say, when I was in business consulting, the first thing I would tell people to fix is their sales and marketing, because this allows you to have more money so you could solve the other problems problems inside your business. You could afford to hire outside people to fix the things that you can't fix yourself because you have more resources. So before you start burning more money, testing more ad platforms or increasing that process, fix this part of your business. Fix the leaks inside your sales process so you could have more conversations with the leads that hit your funnel, because more conversations means more appointments. More appointments means your sales teams get more repetitions inside the sales process, which will lead to more closes, which means more money for you inside your business. So you could reinvest where you need to reach true scalability inside your flywheel. And this is exactly what Project Blue does. It plugs the leaks inside your sales process, allowing you to have more conversations with your leads. It can make your sales process profitable again. If you want to see how this works directly inside your CRM, go ahead and book a call. We'll take you through the whole process, show you how it works, and tell you if this makes sense to fix inside your sales process. Because that's what we're getting today, somewhere between 50 and 70% reply rates from the leads that hit our sales process. This has been a game changer with our ability to scale our business. We're able to hire the people we need to, we're able to put our marketing dollars into more channels, and we're able to grow faster than we were in the past. So do yourself a favor, check this out, see if this is the part of your process that's holding your business back to its full potential. Thanks so much. I hope this was helpful. We'll see you on the next one.